Good Sunday evening. Meteorologist Nick Kelly here, starting off our full look at the forecast with a quick look at Labor Day, because this is the unofficial end of the summer season, and we're going to have similar numbers tomorrow, very similar to what we had today. Morning lows in the 70s this time to start the morning ahead out, mid-80s by noon, and then pushing back near 90 and into the lower 90s for many spots. But even though the day will start dry, we'll keep an eye on the skies by the afternoon with some thunderstorm chances trying to return once again. Fortunately, though, we held off on any isolated rain chances so far today in the eastern Ozarks, so everybody stayed dry through the day with partly to mostly sunny skies, although that's what allowed temperatures to go back in the upper 80s to lower 90s across the board. Also because at high pressure centered over the southern Appalachian Mountains, that is what kept that southerly breeze and the warmer than normal temperatures in place for today. Off to the west, though, there's our next cold front that will be coming into play by the middle of this week. Then the upstairs look shows us still on the warmer side of the jet with the main corridor of the winds off to our north. But even underneath this upper level ridge, we do have that upper level low centered over Dallas. That's where the main thunderstorms have been today, but this is going to drift in our direction and actually be on top of us as we wrap up the holiday weekend tomorrow. And as that upper level low comes in, some spots in the southeastern Ozarks, south of I-44 and east of 65, we'll keep an eye out for you all for a level 1 risk for some storms to turn strong, maybe severe, especially Monday afternoon and into early Monday evening. Fortunately, Futurecast keeps a lot of us dry. Still want to hold on to maybe a slim chance for a shower or two in the eastern Ozarks until sunset, but in general, dry tonight with fair skies in place through Monday morning. Even though we keep things dry to start Labor Day out and to start Monday afternoon out, look at what happens once we get past 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That upper level low coming in will allow for scattered storms to get going and continue on as we go into Monday evening. Look at 6 o'clock, still showing projected rain and thunderstorms in place, and at their strongest, moderate to heavy pockets of rain are possible, along with some wind gusts near 60 miles per hour, and maybe some hailstones up to the size of quarters. If we had any window of opportunity for severe weather still lingering in the Monday evening, I think it drops off by 10 or 11 o'clock Monday night. Then the upper low will depart on Tuesday. Before it does, maybe a quick go of some isolated storms through the morning on Tuesday, then trending drier and mostly sunny as we go into Tuesday afternoon. Those are not the only rain chances we're watching as we continue through the week. As we go into Wednesday, another upper level wave coming across the northern parts of the country and that advancing cold front from the west will allow for additional scattered storms, maybe going into early Wednesday morning and drying out by Wednesday afternoon. Then Thursday morning, going into Thursday night and even into early Friday morning, those will be a couple more rounds of rain and storms as our frontal boundary hangs around the Ozarks. But then as we go into next weekend, the upper level waves depart and that cold front sinks to the south of the region. That will keep us mostly sunny and dry for your Saturday and mainly for Sunday as well. But I still think there could be a slim chance for a few showers in the western Ozarks by next Sunday afternoon late and maybe going into Sunday evening. But given the rain chances still lining up, rain amounts could range between half an inch to maybe an inch and a half in general. Isolated amounts could still push 2 inches if not higher, depending on where the heavier batches of rain set up and pass through. So we'll continue to keep an eye on these rain amounts, not seeing any concerns for flooding in the meantime, but again, something we'll keep a close eye on throughout the week. And even with these rain chances, the humidity values won't be outrageously high. Even the worst case scenario, much of this week should have dew points in the 60s, maybe upper 60s at worst case scenario, but still, these are doable numbers compared to the outrageous numbers we had not too long ago. Now let's talk about temperatures. We'll drop back into the lower 70s tonight, 72 in Springfield, 70 in Harrison with fair skies in place. Then tomorrow, dry to start the day. Then in the afternoon, we'll watch for scattered storms. I'm saying 91 for Springfield, 90 for Harrison with a south breeze between 5 and 12 miles per hour. Everyone starts in the lower 70s for Monday morning. Middle, if not upper 80s already by the noon hour. Then the highs will push back near 90 and into the lower 90s as we continue through Labor Day afternoon. Still quite warm for Monday evening with middle to upper 70s by 9 o'clock. Then we'll drop back into the lower 70s for Tuesday morning. Then wait for it, right back into the upper 80s to lower 90s Tuesday afternoon. We hold with temperatures near 90 Wednesday and Thursday, well above the average high of 85. Then when we get into next weekend, the numbers will finally start to drop off. So the extended forecast keeps rain chances in place tomorrow through Friday. Not all-day washout rain chances, so in that dry time, we'll still see highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s, and morning lows quite mild as well. Then once we get toward the upcoming weekend, drier air and a little bit more milder air will take us to 66 Saturday morning, highs are 88, and then highs in the mid-80s and morning lows in the 60s by next Sunday.